Hi friends, my name is Akil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will talk about store procedures with input and output parameters in MySQL and how we can create them. So recently I got a question from one of my subscriber Anchal Shrivastava, and she asked to make some videos on the stored procedures with input and output parameters. So I have already created a video like what are the store procedures and how to create the store procedures in MySQL, the simple store procedures without any input or output parameters, and I will share the link of that particular video in the description of this particular video so that you can just watch that video as well, where I have told you the benefits of using the store procedures. So you will also be getting a pop-up on the top right side of this particular video, so you can click on that particular pop-up, check that video as well before continuing on this particular video, because I explained the what are store procedures in that video. So in this video let's see how you can create a store procedures with input and output parameters in MySQL. So let's jump to the demo. This is MySQL workbench and I'm using a world database here. For this particular example I will be using two tables, the country table and the city table. And what I'm doing here, I'm just making a join on the country table and city table based on the country code, and I'm just getting all the countries for the India. So as of now there are 341 countries for the India, and last two columns are written from the city table and rest of the columns are written from the country table. Okay, so first of all let me just make a store procedure here and with input parameter, and then let me show you how we can call that store procedure, and then I will show you how we can create a store procedure with the input and output parameter. Okay, so to create a store procedure, the first thing is that we need to define a delimiter. Delimiter is used to just to tell the MySQL that this is the ending of the store procedure. So we can just define any delimiters. So I will just define $$ here, and then you can write the store procedure code. I can write create procedure name, maybe I can call it as get countries data, and I need to define an input parameter. So I need to write in and now the parameter name. So I want to pass the code for a particular country. So right now it will select the data only for the India country, but suppose if I want to get the data for other countries as well, like for example you can see that we have the Afghanistan and like other Argentina, Armenia, United States, Emirates. So I can pass the code for that particular country as well. Okay, so that's why we need a code here. So I can write code varchar, maybe I can pass 100 here. Okay, now I can write begin, and I need to put a end as well, and now after the end we need to give this particular delimiter so that the MySQL know that this is the end of the store procedure. And now we can set the default delimiter, which is a semicolon. Now we can put this one as well, and now let me just copy the SQL query from here, and I can paste the SQL query between begin and end, and we can end the SQL query with a semicolon. Okay, if you refresh the store procedure, so you won't find any store procedure as of now. And now instead of IND, the hard-coded value, we can pass the value of the parameter which will be passed when calling the store procedure. So the parameter name is code, so I can pass the value code here. Okay, and then I can select everything till delimiter and I can click on execute. So the store procedure has been created, and if you refresh the store procedures on the left side, so you will see a store procedure here, get countries data. Okay, now if you want to call this particular store procedure, then how we will call it? We will write call store procedure name. Okay, and then bracket, then we need to pass the country code here. Okay, in the bracket. So suppose if I want to get the data for a country, suppose if I want to get the data for the Hungary country, so I need to pass HUN. So I can write HUN here, and let me execute the store procedure. So you can see that this return the data for the Hungary country. There are 9 records returned, and these are the city names of the Hungary country. Okay, so this is how you can just pass any particular code for a particular country, and it will return you the data for that particular country. Okay, suppose if I want to get the data for the Canada country, I want to get all the cities for the Canada, cities and their districts. So I can just pass the CAN here, and it return 49 row. So there are 49 cities data for the Canada. Okay, so these are the Canada cities. So this is how you can just use an input parameter. Okay, so in the output parameter, normally MySQL will return some data from the SQL table to you. Okay, so how you can create an output parameter? So let me copy this particular code from here, open a new SQL query. Okay, I will share all this code with you so that you can download it and you can use it in your environment if you want. So suppose what I want to do now, I want to get the number of cities for a particular country. Okay, so if I will pass the country code, so I want to check how many cities are there and I want to return that particular number to the store procedure. Okay, so suppose if I pass the country code as IND, then I want to know how many cities are there for the IND country. Okay, so for example, if I will pass IND, so it will return 341 because there are 341 cities information in the country and cities table. Okay, so I just want to return this particular data. So how we can use this particular query in the store procedure? So what we can do, we can just copy this particular code from here and we can paste it here. Now instead of the hard-coded value IND, we can just copy the code from here. Okay, and after data type we can put a comma and we can write out so that we know that this is the output parameter, and then we can define an output parameter here. So maybe I can call it as number of cities and it can be of integer type because it will return a number to the store procedure. Now what we need to do, that after the count star we need to put into, and now after the into we can just copy this particular variable output parameter and we can paste it here. Okay, so I think this is fine. That now what we are doing here, that we are just passing an input parameter code to the store procedure to the MySQL query, and whatever number of records will be written, they will be assigned into the this particular variable, output variable, number of cities. Okay, and now what we can do, we can just simply drop this store procedure and recreate the new store procedure. So I can call it like drop procedure and procedure name. So the procedure will be dropped. Okay, the procedure has been dropped, and now we can put a semicolon here, and now we can just recreate the store procedure with the output parameter. So the store procedure has been created and now it has input parameter as well as the output parameter. Okay, and now suppose if I want to get the data for the Canada, then this is the input parameter, and then after that you can use any variable here, number of cities returned. You can use any parameter here, and then you can just simply select this particular value. So this is how you can pass the input parameter and this is how you can pass the output parameter, and after this particular line you can put a semicolon, and now you can just execute this particular query. So you pass the value Canada and the output parameter, so it returned 49 because there are 49 cities in the Canada. And if I will pass IND, so it will return more data. Okay, so let me execute it. So now it returned 341 cities because there are 341 cities in the India country. So this is how you can use the input parameters and output parameters in MySQL, and I will share all this code with you so that you can use it in your environment as well if you want. So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.